You know what I'm saying? Rose, how you feel about what 50 said? I said, what did 50 say? Excuse me, before you mention what 50 said, let me ask how's it going over there at Shreveport? How's it going to Shreveport? You borrowed all them people money. Did you return their money back? And Shreveport...
An absolute, unprecedented financial execution just went down live on social media, and the hip-hop world is currently in a state of complete, paralyzed shock. We thought the 17-year blood feud between 50 Cent and Rick Ross had hit every possible rock bottom, but what just exploded between these two rap titans over the last 24 hours has officially set the entire internet on fire. Rick Ross thought he was pulling off the ultimate victory lap with the release of his new album Set in Stone and the launch of his worldwide tour. But 50 Cent, hip-hop's most surgical, ruthless, and relentless troll, just stepped into the arena with certified, undeniable receipts that completely obliterated Ross's entire biggest boss identity. Fifth didn't just laugh. He posted leaked first-day streaming data showing Ross barely moving 1,200 to 2,000 pure album units, while his tour venues are so catastrophically empty that his team was caught frantically offering buy one get 50% off discount tickets just to fill seats. But Ross didn't stay quiet. He fired back with a venomous counterattack, accusing 50 Cent of running a multi-million-dollar real estate scam in Shreveport. Stay right where you are, because what 50 Cent dropped at the 8-minute mark proves the Maybach empire might officially be over. To truly grasp the catastrophic scale of this latest nuclear fallout, you have to rewind the clock to 2008 and understand the deeply personal, venomous history that fuels this feud. This isn't just internet banter. This is a bitter, 17-year war of psychological attrition between two men who fundamentally despise everything the other stands for. On one side, you have Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, a master of psychological warfare who built a billion-dollar media empire after surviving 9 bullets. 50 Cent's entire strategy in rap beef has always been surgical. He doesn't just attack your music, he attacks the foundation of your public identity. Years ago, Fifth dealt what should have been a career-ending blow when he dug up official government paperwork proving Rick Ross had worked as a correctional officer in Florida before launching his rap career. 50 branded him Officer Ricky, attempting to destroy the drug kingpin mythology Ross had built his brand upon. On the other side stands William Leonard Roberts II, globally known as Rick Ross, the biggest boss, founder of Maybach Music Group, and owner of the legendary 300-acre Promised Land estate in Georgia. Ross didn't fold under 50's attacks. Instead, he executed one of the most remarkable narrative survival stunts in music history. He ignored the correctional officer revelations, doubled down on luxury imagery, signed superstar acts like Meek Mill and Whale, and built MMG into a dominant powerhouse. Ross operated on a simple premise: if I act richer, bigger, and more untouchable than everyone else, the perception becomes the reality. For over a decade and a half, these two juggernauts traded brutal barbs. From 50 Cent digging into Ross's child support battles to Ross taunting 50 over his 2015 Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing, neither man ever offered a white flag. Every exchange was performed for an audience of millions. Fast forward to the present day, and the battlefield shifted into corporate territory. 50 Cent transitioned from rap dominance into a television production mogul, building the massive Power universe, securing a Las Vegas residency, launching a Netflix documentary division, and breaking ground on a massive, state-of-the-art studio facility in Shreveport, Louisiana. Meanwhile, Rick Ross maintained his classic, high-maintenance mogul persona, boasting about his 20 feature albums, his Wingstop franchises, his vintage car shows, and his $35 million custom Gulfstream G550 jet. But in the modern streaming economy, maintaining an ultra-luxury lifestyle requires continuous, massive cash flow. When Ross announced his 12th studio album, Set in Stone, alongside a massive global orchestra tour, he pitched it as the ultimate crowning moment of his 20-year career. He promised the world that the biggest boss was back to reclaim his throne. But behind the scenes, music industry insiders were whispering that times had changed. Streaming algorithms had become unforgiving, legacy rap projects were struggling, and the massive financial overhead of running Ross's empire was putting intense pressure on this album rollout. 50 Cent was sitting in the shadows, watching every single metric, tracking every venue ticket map, and waiting patiently for the exact second Ross's numbers dropped so he could deliver a death blow to the Maybach myth. The nightmare officially began when initial first-day streaming data for Rick Ross's set in stone hit industry tracking databases. For a legacy artist with over 20 superstar features on one tracklist, the label expected an explosive debut. Instead, the numbers were an absolute, unmitigated disaster. First-day Spotify streams hovered around a dismal 1.38 million plays, which, when converted through industry standards, equated to a shockingly low 1,200 to 2,000 pure album units. Projections quickly revealed the album was tracking to sell under 10,000 pure sales and barely scrape 26,000 total equivalent units, a catastrophic flop for an artist claiming to be a global boss. 50 Cent didn't wait a single second. At 2 a.m., Fifth launched a ruthless, scorched earth Instagram campaign. He posted a high-resolution photo of himself grinning hysterically, accompanied by the actual, leaked sales projections and a caption that instantly trended across the entire planet. LOL, he got away with it for a while, but it's over now. Jig is up. Grinning squinting face 20 features under 10,000 sales. Eyes damn boy, it's over. Pack it up. The internet went into pure, uncontrolled chaos. 50 Cent wasn't done. Within 20 minutes, Fifth dropped a second post, exposing the venue seating maps for Ross's upcoming world tour dates. The screenshots showed entire arenas in major cities with over 80% of the seats highlighted in blue, meaning they were completely unsold. To make the humiliation complete, 50 attached a leaked promotional flyer from a ticket vendor in Miami showing that Ross's team had quietly implemented a panic discount. Buy one ticket, get 50% off your second seat. You got biggest boss on your jet engines, but you can't sell 2,000 CDs? 50 taunted in a follow-up video, shaking his head. You giving away 50% discounts in your own city just to get people to sit in the venue. Tory Lanez is locked in a cell and doing better numbers than you. The jig is officially up. The comment sections erupted into a war zone. Memes depicting Ross performing in empty high school gymnasiums flooded X and TikTok. The optics were completely devastating. For 15 years, Ross had shielded himself with the shield of luxury. But 50 Cent had used cold, hard data to turn that shield into dust. Inside Rick Ross's camp, total panic broke out. But Ross isn't a man who takes a public beating sitting down. Instead of addressing the low album sales directly, Ross pulled off a desperate, explosive counterstrike aimed directly at 50 Cent's most prized new business venture. Ross posted a series of videos on his Instagram story.
Well, they give you the loans you was looking for, because they smart. LA don't need a film studio. Hollywood don't need it. Why would you need a film studio? You stealing people money. Get them people back their money, Curtis.
While relaxing poolside at his estate. Wearing a diamond-encrusted chain, Ross looked dead into the camera with a smug smile and attacked 50 Cent's highly publicized real estate and studio development project in Shreveport, Louisiana. Fifth, you over there talking about music, but let's talk about real business, Ross sneered, sipping a drink. You went down to Shreveport making big promises to the community, promising studio facilities and economic development, and now reports are coming out that you're pulling back. You stalling on the city. You ran a whole Shreveport studio scam just to get publicity, and now you can't even fund the building. Ross hit 50 right in his reputation as a legitimate corporate developer. Ross implied that 50 Cent was broke, stating that Fifth's TV shows weren't paying him meaningful back-end money, and that 50 didn't even own the master catalog of his diamond-selling debut album Get Rich or Die Tryin'. I'll let 50 come clean the bottom of my yacht for a paycheck, Ross laughed, throwing shade. Who got done worse? You don't own power, you don't own your masters, and you taking advantage of small cities for press. The retaliation sent shockwaves through the industry. Ross had successfully redirected the narrative from his flop album sales to 50 Cent's murky business dealings in Louisiana. Panic erupted across music blogs and news outlets. Is 50 Cent actually abandoning his Shreveport studio plans? Did Rick Ross just uncover a massive corporate scandal, or was this just a desperate distraction from a dying world tour? Just when the public thought this conflict had hit its absolute limit, a leaked internal document from a major ticket distribution site surfaced online, revealing a shocking twist about Rick Ross's tour that no one saw coming. The feud didn't just stay on Instagram. It detonated across mainstream news platforms and social media tracking sites. The hashtag #Ross2K sales and hashtag Shreveport scam were trending globally. Journalists began pulling public records in both Miami and Shreveport to verify the accusations being thrown by both sides. Then came the massive, second unexpected twist that fundamentally changed the entire battle. A verified entertainment insider account leaked an official internal memo from a major ticket promotion company handling Ross's Port of Miami Orchestra tour. The document revealed that the 50% ticket discount 50 Cent mocked wasn't just a local Miami promotion. It was an emergency nationwide mandate issued by the tour's financial underwriters. According to the leaked memorandum, if ticket sales across key markets like Denver, Washington, D.C., and Buffalo did not reach a 40% capacity threshold within 72 hours, venue promoters reserved the legal right to cancel the tour entirely to prevent catastrophic operational losses. The memo explicitly noted that the high costs of touring with a live 20-piece orchestra, combined with dismal ticket demand, had created an active financial emergency for Maybach Music Group. Read that again. Rick Ross wasn't just facing light clowning from 50 Cent. His entire global tour was on the literal brink of official cancellation. 50 Cent immediately jumped on the news, reposting the leaked tour memo with an extra layer of savagery. "I told y'all," 50 mocked in a new video. "You can't pay an orchestra with fake boss talk. You got 20 musicians on stage, making more money per hour than your ticket sales. Pack the tubas up, boy. It's over." Simultaneously, news outlets began digging into Ross's claims regarding 50 Cent's Shreveport investments. Articles confirmed that 50 Cent had indeed posted a cryptic message on his social media hinting at possible delays or stalls in his Shreveport development plans, sparking local concern among business leaders. Ross supporters seized on this information, creating viral threads arguing that 50 Cent was using Ross's album sales as a smokescreen to cover up his own multi-million-dollar real estate failure in Louisiana. 50 Cent is throwing shots at Ross because his Shreveport studio deal is falling apart. One viral X thread claimed with over 80,000 likes. He promised a whole city an entertainment revolution, broke ground on the G-Dome, and now he's backing out. Who's the real scammer? Celebrities began taking sides. Hip-hop commentators went live on YouTube, spending hours dissecting both men's balance sheets. The war had evolved from simple jokes into a full-scale audit of two of the biggest icons in hip-hop history. 50 Cent, sensing that Ross was trying to turn the narrative against him, delivered a chilling response that raised the stakes even higher. Fifth posted a throwback video of Rick Ross during his early career, alongside a court transcript from their previous legal battles. 50 captioned it, "You talk about my Shreveport business, but when we pulled up your actual bank accounts in Discovery, you were drowning in tax liens and car lease debt. Keep talking and I'll drop the full financial audit from the lawsuit." The threat sent shockwaves through the industry. 50 Cent was threatening to drop legally verified bank records proving Ross's entire net worth was exaggerated. Right at that exact moment, when the internet was waiting for Ross to respond, a sudden error message appeared across Rick Ross's official social media pages, leaving fans wondering if Ross's legal team had finally stepped in to shut everything down. The internet exploded into absolute, unmitigated chaos as fans and commentators scrambled to process the war. The culture was completely split down the middle, creating one of the most aggressive online debates of the year. On one side, Team 50 declared a decisive, historical victory. Fans flooded social media with comments hailing 50 Cent as the undisputed king of hip-hop trolling, pointing out that 50 has systematically dismantled every opponent he has ever faced. 50 Cent is the only rapper alive who will track your album sales down to the exact single stream and post the receipt at 3 a.m., one viral comment read. Ross spent 15 years talking about $35 million jets, but he can't sell 2,000 albums in 2026. Math don't lie. On the opposing side, hashtag Team Ross fought back fiercely, accusing 50 Cent of being obsessed, bitter, and hypocritical. Supporters pointed out that Rick Ross has maintained a successful 20-year career, built Maybach Music Group, signed legendary acts, and built real-world franchise infrastructure regardless of first-week streaming numbers. 50 Cent hasn't dropped a hit album in a decade, a prominent music blog argued. He stays bullying people online because he doesn't make music anymore. Ross is actually out here touring with an orchestra and putting out projects. 50 is just mad Ross brought up his stalled Shreveport deal. Major music outlets and podcast hosts dedicated emergency broadcasts to the fallout. Industry analysts pointed out that the conflict highlighted a broader, terrifying shift in the music industry. Legacy artists who built their careers in the physical CD era are struggling to translate their brand power into modern streaming numbers without heavy label subsidy. The Shreveport community also got dragged into the online crossfire, with local news outlets picking up 50 Cent's cryptic statements and questioning whether the promised G-Dome and studio facilities would actually be completed. Every minute that passed without a clear resolution added fuel to the fire. Was Rick Ross's album flop the final nail in the coffin for Maybach Music? Or was 50 Cent's empire facing its own cracks in Louisiana? The public was reaching a boiling point, desperately waiting for the next drop of receipts. Just when the public thought the battle had settled into a temporary stalemate, a brand new, explosive development surfaced that flipped this entire feud into dangerous legal territory. Late this afternoon, an official statement was released by a high-profile legal firm representing a major concert venue on Rick Ross's tour route. The venue officially confirmed that due to unforeseen contract disputes and ticketing discrepancies, 2 upcoming tour dates had been quietly removed from the official schedule. But that wasn't the shocker. The statement revealed that 50 Cent's production company, G-Unit Film and Television, had allegedly submitted an official inquiry to purchase the lease rights to those exact same canceled venue slots for an upcoming G-Unit live event. Read that again. 50 Cent didn't just laugh at Rick Ross's empty tour venues. He is actively trying to buy out Ross's canceled tour dates and perform in the exact same arenas on the exact same nights. That is a level of petty, calculated disrespect that hip-hop has never seen before. Sources close to Rick Ross report that upon learning of 50's move to acquire his canceled venue slots, Ross called an emergency meeting with his management team at his Miami compound. Rumors are now circulating that Ross's legal team is preparing an immediate cease and desist injunction to prevent 50 Cent from weaponizing the venue leases against his brand. Meanwhile, 50 Cent posted a final, chilling message on his Instagram story just moments ago. He shared a photo of a flight plan heading toward Miami, captioned with 3 simple words. "See you soon, Ricky. I brought the receipts." This war is far from over. 50 Cent is flying directly into Ross's hometown. The tour dates are collapsing, the Shreveport deal hangs in the balance, and both men are holding nuclear financial secrets that could destroy each other's empires forever. Stay locked in, because part 2 of this financial war is about to explode, and the culture will never be the same. We are watching absolute history unfold in real time, and this 17-year feud has reached a terrifying new peak. Now I want to hear directly from you. Do you think 50 Cent was completely justified in exposing Rick Ross's 2,000 album sales and empty tour venues? Or did Rick Ross successfully expose 50 Cent by bringing up his stalled Shreveport studio project? Is it officially over for Rick Ross's biggest boss persona, or will he find a way to bounce back? Drop your raw, unfiltered thoughts in the comments section right now. I am going to be down in the comments replying to the best responses over the next couple of hours, so let's get the debate going. If you want to stay ahead of the curve and get instant, breaking updates the second 50 Cent lands in Miami or releases the next wave of bank receipts, you need to take action right now. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and turn on all notification bells so you never miss a single second of this escalating war. We have emergency sources tracking every development in Miami, Shreveport, and Las Vegas, and our next breakdown video is dropping very soon. Don't get left behind. Subscribe right now, lock in, and stay tuned for the next explosive update.